Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to today's flight. We have a lot of activity here. We're sitting cold and dark over at Kennedy Terminal 5 for our JetBlue flight over to Boston. So, wait, is there an aircraft sitting on top of us here? Hold on a second, let me get some stuff here. Alright, sorry about that. I had to get my stream deck so I can change my views a lot much easier. So yeah, I think this is a first. It's the first time I've ever seen this happen where there is an aircraft right with us, another A3. We happen to pick the same gates. Out of all the gates that we have, we picked the same one. So man, it's busy. Another JetBlue over there. It is nice and packed. We have another aircraft. Oh no, it's not it's not an aircraft. It looks like another, no, something else. We have Air Canada behind us right here too. That looks like a 787 maybe. That's a big one, 777. Another one coming down here. Don't got the colors for that one. But again, busy. All right, so let me. All right, I'll be the nice guy. I'll restart the game. And we'll start at this terminal, the next one over. So let's do that. Let's yeah, we'll exit. Oh, it's American. It's American. Some of the part of the paint is messed up here. All right, no problem. We'll exit. We will go ahead, go to our main menu, and we will pick a different terminal. So never seen that happen before, but I think that type of stuff happens a lot over at Kjfk-Kbos, what is that airport? Gatwick. Man, if you look at Gatwick, their terminals is always packed. I wonder if there's like a procedure where you probably get assigned a gate or something. That's interesting. All right, so we were over here. We need terminal 5, which is this one here. I think we were, let's just move over all the way down here. Let's see, is this a medium gate? Yeah, that should be fine. All right, let's go back in and move over, and we'll connect to Vatsim again, because when you do that, come onto the menu, it does disconnect. So we'll start that up in a second here. All right, hope everyone's having a decent morning today, or evening, or wherever you're watching from. Hope everything is good as we get going for this beautiful flight. A few things we're going to look at today. I got Volanta, and I did upload my sim toolkit information. I was able to upload it, so that's pretty cool. You can see some pretty cool information as far as that. All right, we are back. Let's connect. JetBlue 518, that's connected to Vatsim. Let's make sure our weather is live. That was just cloudy. How is it so light now? Tell you, the weather's a little funky here. All right, so we are connecting. That aircrafts are populated. That's what you're seeing, some of the lagginess as aircrafts are coming in. All right, there you go, JetBlue. That one guy's over there. We are good now. Jetway's kind of all over us a little bit there, but looking good, guys. All right, let's set up and get ready to rock and roll. Head over to Logan in International here for our flight. So let's hop in here. Let's get I want to get my checklist out, make sure I don't miss anything. So we'll get our checklist here on our different window for our startup. All right, here we go. Checklist for our A32NX. There it is, perfect. I kind of know it by memory already, but it's always good just to keep it out. You don't want to miss something that's going to screw up your startup there. So, all right, we are good to go. Let's get in here and start setting up nicely. All right. Oops, hold on. Okay, there we go. Back inside the aircraft. Heading to our overhead panel. We're going to get external power on. Batteries are coming on. Let's get our APU master in here, and we will hit start. 3 seconds after. Crew supply can come on. Adheres 1, 2, and 3 are set. Coming back over here, our navigation lights can turn on now, and we can go ahead, arm our emergency exits. We can turn on our no smoking sign, that can come on also, and up here this should be fine, all good there. We'll turn our APU bleed on in a second. Let's get our fuel pumps up and running. All right, so here while the APU is warming up, I like to go ahead, let's connect our jetway, and we will also, let's go ahead, Kennedy ground services. We'll connect our jetway, and we'll load up Pack X, start getting our flight going here. Alright, so let's see if that's gonna connect nicely, and then over to Pack X. Let's start our flight. Yep, JetBlue 518 is our flight for today. Actually, no, we're not flying with career mode today. Alright, KJFK to Boston, JetBlue 518. Flight level 270. I think it's a little high. SimBreeze gave me like 350, something crazy. But again, this is a very short flight. I don't even know if 270 is even low enough. We might have to go lower. We'll see how fast we can climb up there. If not, we'll refresh to 270. I'm sorry, to 250 or something. Okay, so that looks good. Next, 144 passengers, A320. They finally fixed this, so now it's linking correctly. It wasn't before. That is good now. Wi-Fi, sure, why not? And passengers, let's get going. Let's get in our baggage as well. Let's get all set up here. Very nice detail over the Terminal 5 for JetBlue. Looks real nice. Everything's in order there, so that's dope. Alright, let's get our catering service in as well. Now that we got power, let's go back into our unit here and let's load up. Let's load up some of our flight plans. So take care of some lights here as well. It's a little bright outside now, and the weather is correct though. I'm obviously, I live in New York, and it is sunny now, so that is looking right. It was a little cloudy earlier and rainy. That has changed. All right, so that looks good. Brighten this up a little bit. Everything looks good there. Let's go into our FMS here, start planning this thing up. So the first thing I like to do is get the flight plan, obviously, in it, download from SimBrief. Let's get that going. JFK to Boston flight, JetBlue 518. That is perfect. And then we're going to do, from here, I like to load up the, well, we could do this here, line on reference. Then we'll go load up our fuel. So we'll go over to our MCDU menu, ATSU, AOC menu. We do not have any ATIS on Vatsim or controller at the moment. LaGuardia and Kennedy do. I mean, in Newark they do have ground and service, so that's nice. So first things first, let's request our weather so that can get going. So we'll see what runways we'll be using today. We'll go back over here while that's happening. Let's go load our fuel. So we need 5549 for this one today. It's our block fuel. Let's load that up. And the next page, we'll load our payload. 144 passengers. Let's get that going. And that should update our information here. Looking very good. Excellent. All right, let's go back, see if we have our company information. Company message is in. So I'm gonna hop over into back into our AOC menu and receive this message here, see what we got going on. All right, 190, so we are looking at runways 13. Should be 13, or actually no, we could actually do the 2s. 22s would be a lot closer. 14-mile winds, visibility is good, light rain, and broken at 2300, so very nice. Altimeter 2972. Let's put that in here now so we don't forget it. 2972. We'll plug that in there, and we're gonna go ahead and print this out in case we need to reference more information later. But I think right now we're pretty good. Look at the printing function, man. These guys are just amazing. Fly-by-wires doing an incredible job. I don't fly anything else. I mean, the time I flew, I think it was yesterday, I flew the 747 the day before. And man, it's not as satisfying as this aircraft is. So a lot of my flights are on this one. All right, here's the printout sheet. This is very nice. Got the weather information for our arrival and departure airport. Looking sweet. All right, let's jump back in here, guys. So we now 22 is the way to go. Usually out of Kennedy, we are using, I think it's 22 right. And we're listening to the traffic, see what other people are doing as well. Be surprised how many people here choose different runways, and you got to be careful because you might be crossing with someone or whatever the case may be. So we'll listen in to Vatsim, see what's going on there. Make sure our radios are on and you guys can listen in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to welcome you aboard our flight.
And
When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and
very good. Let's go
items
back to our flight plan here. We are doing the Kennedy 5 departure.
Please place all of your items in the overhead bin.
Runway, I am looking to go
items,
22. Gotta see if it's left or right. Checking my Navi graph.
If the overhead bin is full,
I forget
please
which
make sure
one
you close it as a courtesy
we
to
fly out
other
of. 22
passengers.
right is the long one
Please
there.
double check
So
that all your items are put away
departure
so that the aisle is clear and other
22
passengers
right.
can make their way to their seats.
And we are
If
doing
you're
the
in an
Kennedy
emergency
5.
exit row, please leave the
There we
exit
go.
seating responsibilities in the car.
Alright, so
and
we are
the
set.
seat back
Kennedy
in
5
front of you.
departure.
If you're not able to
We'll put this
comply
down a little
with
bit.
these actions, please let
Things
a
a
flight
little
attendant
bit
know.
high.
That way you can leave the seat.
There we go.
All
right, so Kennedy.
Kjfk-Kbos to Philip, correction, JetBlue 254 airborne, passing 600 feet, proceeding to waypoint JFK, then proceeding to waypoint Dixie.
All right.
And aircraft on frequency, please advise. Thank you very much.
Okay, please advise exactly what. I don't think he said what he wants to advise, but either way, 22 hours set. Flight plan looks good. Arriving to Boston, we are on the, let's check here, Roebuck 3 arrival, so we can put that in now. And runway we'll have to check later. Right now we're sitting at 180, so we're going to be using 22 as well for there, based on the way they're set up. So we'll look at 22. Looking at their map here on Navigraph, it looks like it will be 22 right. So we'll look for 22 right here. Where's 22 right? Did we pass it? They don't have ILS for 22 right? I find that hard to believe. Alright, we'll do 22 left for now. That's okay. Just to get our Roebuck 4 in there, Roebuck 3 in there, so that is set. Flight plan is good. Okay, perfect. All good to go. Transition is merit transition. So that's good. And then again, why are we doing this again? 22 left. We have that. We could do ILS, that's fine. Transition. Oops. We are going Roebuck 3. No VS. This is fine. That's fine. Yeah, transition merit. Let's select that again. Why does it keep changing? Alright, we'll check that when we're up in the air. Something's funky going on there. Alright, we are pretty much set down here, guys. Let's get everything set up in it. Let's get our fuel, page 2. Get that in here. Block, we are sitting at 5.4. 5.4. So we'll throw that in there, and everything here is good to go. Performance page, transition is 18,000. So let's throw that on there. We're doing flaps 1. We're doing V1, VR, and V2. Oops, did that too fast. Let's do that again. VR, and then V2. There it is. Weather is 65. I always do 65. I know you should calculate it, but again, I always get something within that range anyway. When I do the calculation on the website calculator that we have. Okay, everything looks good.
We're ready to go when you are.
They are ready to go. That is perfect. We're all set here. Squawk 2200.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard.
Kennedy traffic advisory, JetBlue 254, passing over VOR JFK. 7,000 feet.
We are JFK 7,000 feet. 2972 is our altimeter. We'll throw that there. Initial climb is 5,000, but we can go ahead straight to our flight level 270. We'll do that. That's good. Everything else looking good there. Flight directors can come on now. We're going to go back up to the top. Our APUs all warmed up. Let's get that going. And we should be set. One more thing. I want to check the heading on our departure. How are we looking out here? All right, he's going, yeah, 22 right. Man, that guy got on the runway pretty fast over there. This guy's just started moving. So there you go, American Airlines taking off. Looks like a 787. And then we have some more traffic out there. Pretty nice. All right, what else we're missing, guys? Let me check. What is our taxiing? We're going to taxi via Foxtrot down to Echo all the way to 22 right. So pretty straightforward there. As you can see right on here on the screen, here's our Navigraph. I'm going to throw this on here so you guys can have a visual. Maybe put it over on this side. You can see what we are looking at. So yeah, Foxtrot, Echo, right on Echo, all the way down to 22 right is what we are doing today. All right, pretty good. I think we are all set, guys. I can't think of anything else that we might have missed here. We are good for startup. Oh yes, let's check our departure. Take a quick look at our JFK departure. So here's our Navigraph. We will look closely into what do we have here. Let me bring that up for you guys so you can see it. There it goes. All right, let's look at our departure. We are doing the Kennedy 5. Oh, that's for Boston. We need the New York one. So let's go over here and go to our flight information. Here it is. Let's do Kennedy. Open up the charts, and then we come down to our SID Kennedy 5. For this one, we are doing runway heading 224. So let's plug that in. Runway heading 224, and then we just go ahead and climb out to our cruise altitude. No problem there. All right, runway heading 224 to about 3,000, and then we go into our cruise altitude. So 224 in here, and all right, perfect. All set to go, guys. Let's push this bad boy back. Let's start our engines. Let's get our beacon lights come on. Wind lights can come on as well. And push back. Oh, let's get our seatbelt started also, because fuel is in. Once the fuel is in, you can go ahead and turn on that seatbelt sign, and we are ready to push back. I'm gonna come back into the flight deck, and I'm going to turn off our parking brake, and I'm going to go ahead and also change the frequency here over to the standby. So when I tell them to steer to the left, it's not going to change my frequency here and override it with the ATC from the ground. And then I can come back and flip it over again. So that helps a lot, especially when you're on Vatsim and you're communicating with different frequencies. You can do that, or you can also just put in a different radio as well, a different frequency. That also helps. But I think this is pretty basic. All right, we are pushing back. Let's go ahead and get our engine started. We can turn off our external power. Go ahead and start our engine number 2. Let's get that bad boy fired up, and we could start pushing to the right steering to the left pretty soon here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendant.
I think here it's pretty good right now. Start pushing towards the left, so that's good.
Illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as you may experience unexpected.
All right, very nice.
Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits
the day
on the
cleared up pretty
aircraft.
good,
In
and
some cases, your nearest exit
the
is
rain is
behind
all
you.
gone now. Oh, did we get that right on the spot on the line? I think we did. Let's go ahead and turn stop the pushback right here. I think that's good enough. We'll hop back into our cockpit here, and let's go ahead, place our parking brake. Number 2 engine is all fired up. Let's get number 1 going.
Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask.
The day turned out to be very beautiful than what it was just a couple of minutes ago.
Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it.
Engine 2 is firing up. We're expected to get out of here in 16 minutes based on our Pack X. I think we'll be up in the air well before that, and we'll be taking a close look at our Volanta today. So I did start that up. That is right over here. It does sit nicely over here. So here's our Volanta information. I don't know where it's getting this aircraft from. This should be the aircraft there, A32NX 20.
remove a cushion from the seat, slip your arms
Oops,
into
so
the
many.
strap
I don't know where
and
I'm
hug
getting all
the
these
seat with your chest.
suggestions from.
Once again, all devices must be in airplane
They seem
mode
very
and your larger
random.
devices must be turned
Where's
off
the
and stowed at this time.
A320?
Please securely stow
I
your
guess it would be
personal
this one
items.
here.
Make
Alright, so
sure
there it
your
is.
seatbelts are fastened
There's our
into
flight
the
information.
fasten
We'll look
and
into this
cables are
once we're up in the
upright
air a little bit
position.
more. It's a
We
lot of
remind you that this is a
cool
non-smoking
information they have
flight.
here. Cool data.
Tampering with,
So
disabling, or
we'll
destroying
look
the
at that.
smoke detectors located in
All
the
right,
lab is
both
prohibited by
engines
law.
fired up, good
All
to
of this
go. Let's bring
information
this
can be found
back,
in the safety
go over
card
to our
book
overhead
in
panel. We
back
can
in
turn off our
72.
APU
Please
bleed,
read it
turn
and let a
off our
cabin member know if you have any
master
questions.
switch
Thank you for flying with us
on
again. We hope
APU.
you
We
enjoy
can
your
go
flight.
ahead and let's get our taxi lights ready to go. Runway turn off lights are coming on. Taxi lights to taxi. That we can turn on in a second. Everything else is looking very good here. We can turn this on. I like the way it looks with the little light up there on the overhead panel. Okay, pretty good, guys. Let's get going. We are going via Foxtrot Echo all the way down. Let's call it out on Vatsim. Let's get back to our frequency here, 122.8. There we go. Let's go ahead and set up our speed brakes. Flaps is one, and we can set up our auto brakes for takeoff. We are pretty much set here. All right, let's call it out. Kennedy traffic radio check. Let's get a radio check. Make sure we can hear us pretty good. Roger, thank you. Kennedy traffic, Pacific Airways 6688, taxiing via Foxtrot Echo for runway 22 right for the Kennedy 5 departure. Kennedy traffic. All right, pretty good. Let's roll. Let's get going here. Turn off our parking brakes, and we're gonna head and let's test our brakes. Make sure that's working. All right, pretty good. It's a little rough, but it's okay. So we're good there, guys. Let's go. Foxtrot is right up ahead here. And we are going to turn left onto Echo all the way down to 22. All right. Here it is. I think this is more like it goes into alpha. What happened to the sign? And then Echo straight ahead. Man, these signs gotta get better. So alright, so Echo's down this way. Alright, so we are on Echo crossing runway 31 right.
Upward traffic advice to the American 1081 will now line up runway 13.
Make sure there's nobody inbound. Looks good. Here the signs get a little funky, right in the middle of the road, or the taxiway. All right, we're all set to go. We're doing pretty good on time. We don't need full length. We could take the next one actually.
Your traffic sky was 4933.
We'll take Foxtrot Bravo right here. Should be fine. All right, here's our wind socket there. Okay, 22 right. Let's get all set up, guys. Strobes are coming on. We'll go ahead and turn our landing lights on as well. Taxi takeoff lights can be turned on now. Advise our crew we are getting ready for takeoff.
Traffic advice to the American 1081 at LaGuardia runway 13 now rolling.
Everything is good. Ooh, should lock this door. Very good. Let's get our weather on here just in case. It looks pretty clear right now though. And we are good to go, guys. Heading 224 to about 3000, then we'll turn direct into Merritt. Kennedy traffic, Pacific Airways 6688 is type A320, taxiing on to 22 right for departure, runway heading to 3000 feet. All right, here we go. 22 right, runway heading about 3000. Man, this just turned out so beautiful. I thought I was gonna get some weather here, and not the case at all. All right, we are lined up, guys, and we are set to go. 50%. And off we go. All right, let's hold center line, which is not as easy to do as you might think. So if you're struggling with that, it's not that easy. All right, pedals looking good. Speed is nice. There we go, V1. All right, let's take that up right there. Nice. The takeoff is so much smoother now after the fix they did. We are airborne. Gears up. Bring it up here up to 15%. So yeah, the new upgrade they did on the A32NX, the takeoff is less jittery, much cleaner. And we are clear here of runway 22 right. Kennedy traffic, Pacific Airways 5688 is clear of runway 22 right, climbing to 3000, then flight level 270, turning northeast for Boston, Pacific Airways 6688, Kennedy traffic. All right, pretty good. We bring it down here, bring it down to level 2500.
Kennedy traffic, American 10810 now airborne, passing 2,700 feet inbound GFK, departing to Philadelphia.
Alright, so now we're going to ahead and start our turn here, 3,000 feet. We're good to go. Let's get our speed up here. We'll clean up our flaps. Once we get over 200. There we go. Let's tell our passengers to look out the window and enjoy some of these views we have here. Public address here on PAC-X. And it's going to be point of interest. Point of interest, there we go. Zoom out a little bit. Let's get our position for merit. As we are turning here, let's enjoy some of that right there. Long Island down at the bottom there. Coney Island, actually. And the city all the way at the back over there. It's real nice. Alright, let's get back here. Let's bring the nose down a little bit, pick up that speed so we clean our flaps. Then we're going direct merit. There it is. Clean up our flaps, bring them up. We'll start picking up that speed. Get to 250. We'll continue our turn here and line up with merit. And we'll start our climb. We'll see how far we can get. I mean, I don't know if we can make flight level 270. Alright, we're going to hold this heading here for a second. Yep, so let's hold that heading. Autopilot's coming on. And I'm just going to come down here and do direct merit. So we go directly there and not try to line up with this line. So direct merit. Now that line should come directly from our aircraft there. Did it happen? Yep, there it is. And now we can go ahead and do manage heading. Perfect. We are set. Climbing nicely. We can go ahead and turn this to standard, as we will be over that pretty soon. So we're climbing. That's good. Let's put this down to 2. Excellent. All right, we are all set, guys. We can turn off our speed brakes here. Runway turn off on the overhead panel. I'm gonna turn runway turn off. Lights can come off. Taxi lights can come off. We'll keep the landing lights into about 10,000 feet.
Gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000
Oh, passing through 10,000 feet.
On your larger portable
Let's turn this
devices.
off.
As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened.
And we are looking good, guys.
Do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to a small fee for internet access.
Leaving the New York area. One of the busiest spaces in the country when it comes to airports. I mean, so many airports here all gather up. We are looking good as far as time. We did leave a little early there, and this flight should be very short. So we'll do a turnaround as well and get back to Kennedy. just the details are amazing. Never gets old. I fly here quite a bit. It never gets old. All right, so let's take a look here, guys. Just make sure everything's in order. Let's bring our lights up a little bit. There we go. This one could be a little bit brighter too. Same thing with our middle consoles as well, our comms, and this one a little bit brighter if we can. So we're all set there. All right, so while we are climbing here 40 miles away from Merritt, let's take a look at our arrival, make sure everything looks in order. So we are expecting to get to Boston via the Roebuck 3 arrival. So we are hitting Merritt right over here, so that's where we're going to now, and then we should have Rusi, Allen, Banky, Roebuck, Pravi, and all these other things on there. So let's just make sure that is the case. Let's go over and put this to plan and just kind of go through this a little bit and make sure it's correct. So Merritt, oh no, we're not getting that. Let's go back over here. So let's go into our arrival. Let's make sure we have this in place. So we are landing runway 22 left is fine. We are doing the Roebuck 3 arrival. Noli, what is the transition point for us? It's a Noli. I'm gonna check. I think Noli is fine. I think that will be for 22. Let's go over here and look at our charts. ILS 22 left. On approach, Navigraph, so ILS 22 left. This will be this one here. Where's oh no, excuse me, that's Kennedy. No, we don't want that. Let's get out of here. Go to Boston, open up chart list, and then let's look at what we have here as far as approach. So 22 left. Oop, here we are. Noli's good. Noli's perfect. Is there anything closer? No, there's not. So Noli's fine. All right, so let's enter that. Transition Merritt, that's correct. That's where we're heading to now. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. This looks all about right. Roebuck. Yeah, that looks nice. 1,700 feet and climb to 8,000 feet. So that looks great there, and we're gonna have this one up. We're landing 22 left. I tried to get 22 right, but it gave me some issues. But that's all right. 22 left it is. No problems, and we can taxi across over here to the gates. The gates for JetBlue, let's just have that ready, is Terminal C. So right off Charlie or Foxtrot, Terminal C right here. So anywhere in here we're good to go for JetBlue's terminal there. Okay, so we are set. Let's have our approach so we can know what our yeah, you know, 2-3 would have been a better flight level. Let's see how far we get. But we're gonna have to get to 2-3 by Rusi here really quick, so we'll see. For future, we know 2-3 is what we want to go to when it comes to heading to Boston from New York. All right, all's looking good there. Let's take a look. We are 22. Actually, we might get to 27 with no problem. But again, we'll got to come back down quickly, so that's fine. All right, all is set here. No issues at all. Everything is good. Speed brakes are down. All green lights. No warning signs. Excellent. Oh, guys, let's take a look at this. Look at this right here. It's a beautiful thing. The flypad by Fly-by-Wire. Again, their team just killing it, crushing it on this aircraft. Let's hit from sim. Oh, I think I gotta put in my. You have to do it every time. Can't wait for this to be working. Look at this here. But before we do that, just be careful when you're typing in your name, especially if you're in a flight, because as you're doing this, you're going to see some of the stuff actually does commands for the actual. See, you're gonna get navlog if you hit N or whatever hotkeys you have or shortcuts. It will activate as you're typing in here. So hopefully that could be a fix that can be done later, where it avoids you know, doing that, or that it actually stays here. Eventually I think it will stay here and you will have to plug it in every time, but every time I come on the aircraft, this has to be done. Either way, pretty nice. We'll hit enter there, and then we come back to our dashboard. Are we leveling off, or did I mess up something? No, we're leveling off. Come in here from SimBrief, and now you have your information. So how cool is that, guys? In here you have your map, which is working nicely. See that we're in the East Coast heading on. We got, see, that's the weather that we had. Now heading over to Boston. We might hit some of that in there, so we'll see. Actually, out over here, we might hit some of that actually if we get there first. Let's see how fast we're moving. And again, you have your MEDAR here, which is nice because then you can plan 160. So weather has changed a little bit. You can plan for your runways there. That's pretty cool. And there's a lot more coming on this, right? You're gonna have your low sheet. This is your printout from SynBrief, so that is cool as well. You can have it handy right there. Your fuel loadout is not operated yet, but you know, all this stuff is coming. But they're moving so fast. They're moving so fast in this aircraft. I mean, every week is like a major change or a major upgrade. So really, really nice. Your company information, you put in whatever your SynBrief ID is, and then the ground you're gonna be able to do the jetway, baggage, fuel, catering, and then the pushback, which is nice. A lot of people now, they have these other third-party apps. If you don't want to get a third-party app, this will be great to have here. That means just pretty cool. So really excited about this. Love this page. Love how it looks so far, and I'm sure they have a lot more to go on this. So pretty neat. All right, let's take a look how we are looking here. So we're hitting merit, and wait, we should be at 2.7. Oh yeah, we are at 2.7. Only saw the 6, then it's the 9, so 2.7 here, turning very nice. Okay, pretty good. Excellent. All right, let's take a look at let's take a look at Volanta. So here's Volanta, guys. So they got some pretty cool stuff here. So obviously it tracks your flight. Here's all our information. On the map, you can see, let's do here's the Vatsim traffic. You can turn on whatever traffic you want to see. Here's Vatsim, AVAO, FS Cloud, Pilot Edge, all that's there. You can see the ATC. Click on here, you can get the information on that ATC. So again, pretty cool. I like how smooth it is, guys. It is really smooth. I mean, it just let's go over to London, right, where the traffic is insane right now. Over in the Germany, France area, and just look how smooth this is. It's just real smooth, you know. So that is pretty cool. Here's Paris. Where's the light traffic down here? Over Gatwick. Again, just I like that. That's pretty cool. Hopefully it stays that way as they continue to upgrade this thing. Then we have our flights. We have your flight information on here. February. I uploaded all these flights. I uploaded from SimTool Pro Kit. So I was able to upload that. The way you do that is you come in here to the settings. They give you a couple of things you can do here. There's your information, email address. You guys can email me if you want. The simcaptain@gmail.com. And you can come here, do your data. You can upload from SimToolkit Pro. You can start uploading. So I uploaded all my data, and this is how all this is happening. You can connect to your Navigraph as well, a couple other servers as well. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so a lot of information on there. It's nice. You can upload your history as well, so you kind of get an idea of what this thing looks like with data. So for example, if you look at my flights. Is it here? Let's see if it loads. It'll show you like all the places you've been to and the ones you've been to the most. It's kind of not doing it now. May need some time to load. No, the ones that you flew to the most, they'll look darker. So it's pretty cool the way they did that there. Your aircrafts, so you can look at your it's kind of freezing up a bit here. Your aircrafts, whatever, if you want to manage it here. You also have these challenges, which are pretty cool. I haven't completed any, but you got these challenges here as well. Looks like we just missed New York Center. We'll catch them on the way back. We just missed them there. And did we upload our flight plan? Yeah, we followed our flight plan. I believe we did. That doesn't look like our flight plan. It didn't download the actual arrival. You could tell here that's not the arrival's coming more down this way on there. So that doesn't have that there. It's all right. But again, pretty cool. It's a lot of cool information. Again, right now it's kind of not showing the flights. It did earlier. It's not doing it now. So we'll see. We'll leave it there, see if it wants to load up. And let's take a look how we are looking over here for our flight. So based on our arrival route C, we need to be at flight level 230, 210. I always pick the lowest one because this thing does take time to get down at times. So let's go ahead and start our descent down to flight level 210. So we'll start our descent. Next time I'll just pick flight level 230 when I come to Boston. It makes a whole lot of sense. So we'll do that on the way back. We'll put flight level 220 on the way back there. Right, so we'll start descent. Weather, let's get the weather because I think it's changed a little bit. Now we are seeing the weather is at 160 at 5. So let's go to Navigraph and let's take a look at what runway makes more sense now, if that has changed a little bit. So at 160 we do have 15. You know, it's only 5 knots. We could still get away with 22. We could still get away with 22. 5 knots is not a whole lot. You're not gonna get pushed around at that. So so I'm inclined to kind of leave it there at 22, or we can do 15. So we'll see. All right, as far as our arrival, let's take a look here. So we're crossing a little bit on the higher side. We're clearing Route C at around almost there. Our next one is going to be all in. And where do we need to be at for all in? All in at or above 17,000. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clear this down all the way to 170. And let's start preparing for our arrival here. Get with it now. So let's see here. All right, so pretty good at the moment. And then the next one will be 16,000 after all in. So I have a chart here all set up. Still debating whether we should go 15R. Still debating. I think I'm gonna keep 22 left. All right, let's set up. If we were to stay with 22 left, let's look at our performance here. Let's go next page, and we're gonna put in some information in here. This is older 180 at 6. Now it's 1.6. So let's request our new ATSU so I can have it here. Let's get rid of this one. Always AOC menu. Let's request the weather. Let's send that out and then get a nice printout here when that happens. And we're crossing at the same time. We're crossing all in at 170, well 190. So we want to get down a little faster than that, hopefully. And the next one we are looking at is Roebuck. Roebuck, we want to be flight level 190 or above 12,000. All right, so now as we cross all in, we're clear to 16,000. So let's get that there. We're clear to 16,000. We'll keep that descent. And then Roebuck, you want to be at 260 knots. So we'll slow down there as we get close to that. All right, let's look at our weather. I'm going to zoom in a little more so we can get the printout and we can do a couple of things here and set up. All right, let's get this printout. Whoop. There it is. Grabbed it. Okay, good. So here's our printout. Let's go in here and set up for runway 22. We're going to go next. Let's set up for our approach right now. Our altimeter is at 2976 right here. 2976. Throw that in there. Temperature, what do we have? This here, 02. 02. Winds right now, 160 at 5. Transition altitude for Boston is 18,000. Our decision height, that's going to come off our chart. So let's go look into our Navigraph. and see where we're passing Banky. So I want to just go back up here for a second. As we're passing Banky, we're now clear down to 12,000. We need to be at 260. So we'll do that there. 260 for Roebuck. Okay, pretty good. Altimeter, what do we say we had? We had a 2976. Let's plug that in here. 2976. Oop, going up. 2976 towards the top. Let's change this now. 2976. That's good. Everything's set there. All right, we're looking pretty nice. Yep, 2976. Perfect. Decision height on our runway. I wonder, you know what? I'm going to look at Sim Toolkit Pro, or you know what? No, let's look at Volanta, since that's what we're showcasing today. Let's see Volanta here. How's the traffic look? Let's get the Vatsim traffic. What are we doing here? What are our guys lining up for? Is this guy lining up for 1.5? No. See, they're using the 2.2s. This guy's taking off or landing here. Yeah, I think the 2.2s make sense with the type of winds that we have. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. But you got a couple of aircrafts that these guys either taking off from there or most likely taking off. Yeah, they're taking off from 2.2s here, and this guy's also taking off from Boston going to LaGuardia. All right, so that's what we'll do. Did this thing fix already? Flights? All right, so here's our flights. Here's all my flights, guys, including what I do offline when I'm not streaming. Again, obviously come out a lot out of New York, as you can see. So you can see the ones that are darker are obviously the flights that I do take a lot right on there. And if you click on the airport, you get a couple of nice things. If you click on it, you get this information on how many times. This is pretty cool. How many times you've flown to that airport. So what's like your airport rank? I think I'm a master, or this, I forgot what level I am at, but that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool to have. So you can, again, I don't know why it's taking so long to load up. Usually this happens very, very quick, but you can see that there. The flights page is already loaded up, so that's nice. You can see where you've been at, so that's pretty cool. And then the challenges. I mean, you have challenges here you can go to. See, this is loading up now, so I'm not sure what the issue was before. But you got some challenges on top of the world, and you kind of can go there if you complete it. It marks it for you, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, we're passing Roebuck. Next one is. I'm sorry, I had you guys blocked. Oh, so sorry. I had this up for you instead of the actual thing. All right, we'll look at it later again. We're clear to 11,000. Let's head down to 11. My bad. Left you guys with this Navigraph on the way. So sorry. Clear to 11,000. Then the next one we're clear to 9,000. Alright, so we should be clear to 9,000 after we cross this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in now. 9,000, and we need to be at 220 for this one, so we'll start slowing down now as well. So 220 based on our chart here. Come on. There it is. All right, and what I want to check here for our runway, we are doing the 2.2s. We confirm that's what it is. So let's go in here in our approach, and I'm going to get the decision height. We're looking at 216. Perfect. So 216, and let me get this out the way for you guys. And then we go back into our FMS here, and 216 is our decision height there, and we are all configured for approach. So pretty cool. All right, we are coming up. We can go ahead and throw one flap down to maintain our speed here. And Jody, where's Jody? All right, Jody, we don't need. There's no height requirement at Jody. The next one's Sophie. We need to be at 9,220. So we're already at 220. That's good on the speed there. After we cross Jody, we're down to 7, and then we'll start doing our ILS approach for 22 left. 22 left. We're pretty much gonna probably go straight down here on Roebuck. Yeah, Roebuck sets us up nicely. We're heading of 101.
We have begun our final descent into Boston. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin.
Let me
to
see,
collect any
for
bags one final time. Please ensure tracing
runways
is understood and secure the full
22R.
upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either
Yeah,
in
we
the seatbelt pocket or under
maintain.
the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any
Yep,
larger
we'll maintain
electronics.
Nuzo. That heading of 017. Okay. At 6,000. All right. Very nice. Excellent. All right, we're crossing Sophie. Next is Ernie. Ernie, we are clear to 7,000. So let's start our descent down to 7. As we approach the Boston area. I think we're missing all the weathers running. As you can see here. That's the rain we got earlier today in Kennedy. All right, down to 7. Then we need to be at Nuno at 6,000 with a speed of 210. And we'll plug in our heading of 017 after Nuno. We'll maintain that heading. We'll do the downwind and come around for our approach there. Ernie at 7,000. We have everything set as far as our approach. Altimeter is checked. Reading some notes here. 22. If we're landing on 22 right from Jody. Which we actually already passed. Should have read this earlier. Track 075. So we are tracking differently here. We should track 075. Oh yeah, we definitely messed that up. We should have went 075. We should have went the other way. Not this way. That's right, we're gonna come around a different way, so that's okay. That's weird that it didn't put that approach. What did we put in here? ILS 22 left. Yeah, should have done the approach heading that way, not this way. That's all right. We turned it downwind in a different direction. All right, down to 6,000, and we're gonna maintain a heading of 0. As I mentioned before, 017 here. So managed heading 017. This is going to create a nice little downwind for us. We need to be at 210. We'll maintain 6,000 until we pass the airport. That's the thing about going into these airports where it's so busy. Their approaches are like, they really slow you down. For example, this 17 minutes, you think we're going to be there in 17 minutes? No, we probably, usually you might come here, oh, we're only X miles away from the airport. Let's put that, let's increase our time. Don't ever do that when you come to a busy airport like this. You'll be surprised how many times you end up being late on PACX. If you follow, the correct approaches, right? If you follow the speed restrictions and all of that, and if there's ATC on, same thing. Just leave that the way it is. We might actually land exactly with like 2 minutes to spare the way we're going right now, following this 210 speed restriction at the moment. So, all right, so that's looking good. We can go ahead and set up for our ILS here. See when that becomes active. We're going straight down. Man, so slow at 210. So slow. We might do a short turn for a final. Instead of going all the way down to Noli, we might just do this right at around Vocus. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Yeah, we're gonna do a short final for this. Dun, dun, dun. So here, if we are tracking right now nicely here. Instead of going all the way down to null, you might do a short final right around here between Wayne and Volk. We join the ILS there. And there we should be at about, we cleared to 1,700, 3,000, you know, if you're going at Wayne. So we'll see. Might take us a little bit to get down below 6,000. And I don't want to do that because you got, if you look closely here, I don't want to go too low. You're going to have aircrafts taking off. Where's the airport? Is it on, am I missing it here? Oh, it's right. No, that's not it. No, it can't be. That's too small. It's more up ahead, I think. Ah, there it is. All the way up there. There you go. Right over here. So you got aircrafts coming out, taking off from here. Hopefully they're staying below 6,000. We're turning a different route. So we'll see. All right, ILS is active for the 4s. Obviously, we want the 22s. So it'll change once we get a little bit on the other side. Here, I'm going to go ahead and start heading on a direct downwind. So I'm going to go 224. I'm sorry, 045. Make sure I'm not too close to the airport. But yeah, let's do 030. Just keep a little distance. And then we'll go 045 or something. Just get really close on that on this downwind. Boston traffic, Pacific Airways 6688. It's on downwind for runway 22 left, ILS approach. All right. All right, so there we go. That's the airport there. City doesn't look so great. Bunch of rocks. Yeah, I should definitely not be going this way. Definitely the other way is the way you're supposed to go. I'm sure they don't want you flying over the city like this if they don't have to have you this way. Alright, I think we're good now. Good separation. I'm going to bring it in 035. Just kind of get that direct downwind here. 035 is the course heading for this runway. So if we head 035, we're perfectly aligned with the downwind for 22 left ILS. Alright, feels like it's taking forever. Alright, in the meantime, we've got some time to spare. Let's take a look at this. Did it load? Did our flights and everything load? Okay, so here's our flights. That's loaded. Nice. Does your tracking of what you're doing, so that's pretty cool. The challenges are here, so you can kind of go in here and see what the challenge is, read about it. You can do that challenge and it'll check it off, so that's pretty cool to have in there. Here's your map or your information, your briefing. I think it just goes to sim brief, just pulls this up, so that's cool. What else do we have? That's pretty much it. I'm sure they're adding a whole bunch of stuff to this going forward, but again, I just love how smooth it is. It's very, very nice at the moment. We got some traffic. Where are these guys going? JFK, Boston. All right, hopefully we can get in front of this guy. This guy's it's just sitting there. TF. So this guy is all the way out here. Oh, yeah, he's pretty far out. So we'll get in front of him if we can. So here's we're tracking. I think we're a little more up here, by the way, by Cambridge now. It's always going to be a little bit delayed, right? It's never going to be exact. All right, how are we doing here? Yeah, see, we're a little more higher now. All right, once we get past this, we'll start descending. We can start descending now. Let's head down to 3,000. I don't want to go past Wayne if we don't have to. So let's down to 3,000 on our downwind. Let's go ahead, turn on our landing lights. Seatbelt signs are on. That's good. This thing came on automatically. I did not turn these on, but I guess that's a new feature now. It automatically comes on when it detects anti-ice. So that's pretty cool. All right, we are good. Descending on our downwind, and then we will turn base to final as soon as we get to 3,000 around Wayne. Here's our ILS is active, runway 22 left. As we are passing the airport to our right hand side. Passengers are happy, 96% satisfaction. Can we get them down in the next 10 minutes? I think we can. I hope we can. Alright, I'm going to slow down our speed here so we don't get too far ahead. And once that slows down, I'm going to throw some flaps in. Let's get down to 185 on the speed. And let's wait for that to slow down. We'll throw in some flaps. Help our descent. Alright, there it is. Let's get those flaps in. Alright, looking good. Boston traffic, JetBlue 518. It is turning base for ILS 22 left approach. Will call final and establish on ILS 22 left, Boston traffic. Alright, let's turn final here. We are at 3,000, so that's good to intercept our ILS. We can actually get down a little bit lower now, so we can go down 2,000. So we are turning 120. This will be a very tight, actually not that bad, no, because we're almost at Wayne. If you look at this approach here, you can see we're not that tight, you know. There it is, not bad. Cool. All right, let's set up, guys. Let's let our crew know we are getting ready for landing here. Runway turn-off lights can come on. Taxi lights are on. Let's go ahead, turn a little more. Once we get here, we're gonna aim for Vocus. Our ILS is looking nice. We can go ahead and start heading in a little bit more there. Airport should be right over there. Alright, let's start turning in now. Intercept that ILS 180 on the heading. 185 is good. It's nice today. We can actually go ahead and do a yeah, it's beautiful. I wouldn't mind doing a visual approach today. Maybe we do that. It's not bad. Alright, let's turn in more to intercept our ILS. Turn this on. Let's get ready here, guys. Speed brakes are on. Auto brakes are set. Yeah, I think we're going to. Yes, beautiful. Let's do a visual today. It's too nice not to. Boston traffic, JetBlue 518 on 6 mile finals for runway 22 left. All right, we're gonna go ahead, turn off the autopilot. Let's take over on this beautiful approach. We'll manage our speed too today. We're going full manual this morning. Just too beautiful not to. All right, let's head on down. Let's go ahead and bring in our gear. Reduce our speed. Runway is in sight. We are looking good, guys. It's such a pleasure to fly this aircraft. It's so steady and stable. Just real nice. Alright, flaps are 2. As we reduce speed, we're going to bring flaps down. We are full flaps now, fully configured for landing here. 3 green on the gear. Runway in sight. Looks like we have 2 red, 2 green. That looks good. So can't complain about that. As we reduce speed here, I want to get down to our approach speed. Looking real nice on this approach. Loving it, loving it. As we come into Boston. Boston traffic, JetBlue 518, short final, 3 miles out, 22 left. Okay. Alright, the city doesn't look like rocks anymore, so that's nice. Alright, we got the runway side, we got the landing zone. That's where my focus is, just making sure we get in the landing zone there. Speed, we're controlling it ourselves, that is looking good.
And Boston traffic, Lufthansa 4, Alpha, Victor just capturing clockwise for runway 22 left, 11 miles out.
Terrain.
We should not be getting that.
Too low, terrain.
That signal.
Too low, terrain.
Yeah, we shouldn't be getting that.
Too low, terrain.
I don't know why that's happening.
Too low, terrain.
We're configured to land, so we should not be getting that warning.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
That started happening on the last update. Should not be happening. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's not worry about that. Ignore that. Ignore it. Focus. Bring it in. Let's get the threshold there. Alright, here we go. 20. 15. There we go. Keep that center line. Reversers are on. Very nice. Very nice. 80. 60. Bring it down. Hit the brakes. See if we can make this exit here. Looks like we can. Very nice. Good. That low terrain try to mess me up, man.
And off the traffic, Lufthansa 4 Alpha Victor, establish left runway 22 left.
About 68 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices.
Boston traffic, JetBlue 518 is clear of 22 left. Taxiing via Mike, Echo, crossing 22 right.
If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again.
Okay, flaps coming up. Speed brakes off. We should have traffic coming down, following us. Lufthansa from, I think it came from London, Heathrow. Landing lights can come off now, guys. Everything else here is good. Strobe lights, I think we should turn them off after we cross a runway. I think that would make sense, right? You want to be as visible as possible. I don't know if that's how they do it, but that's how I'm gonna do it. I would think. Right, you're crossing an active runway. Alright, so we're on Echo. Let's go Bravo, Terminal 7. Boston traffic, JetBlue 518 clear of 22 right, taxiing Bravo Alpha, Bravo Charlie to the gate. Alright, good. Very good. We are set here. Let's get our APU started, guys. Just get that going. Oops, sorry. I'm supposed to start this.
And Boston traffic, Lufthansa 4 Alpha Victor, landing runway 22 left, 2 miles out.
Alright, 2 miles out. We'll catch him landing here. There you see him already, right over here. Alright, nice. We'll return here on Charlie for Terminal C. Pick a spot over here. There he comes. And slowing down, just take a look at his landing here. It's looking good. Very nice. All right, let's pull over here over to our, I think we can go left. Yeah, this is good right here. We'll take this gate here. All right, excellent guys, this was nice. Pretty nice, easy flight. We'll go ahead and pull over here. And there we go. All right. Parking brakes are coming on. Engines 1 and 2 are coming off. I hate this. A lot of us hate this. We're not even done configuring the aircraft. Strobe lights can come off, runway turn lights is off, taxi lights are off, beacon can come off now as well. Engines are off, no problem. External power can come on, and our seatbelt signs can come off. All right, here we go. Where's that aircraft? It landed good. There it is. Very nice. Just go ahead and connect. Let me check if this is working. I haven't checked this in a while. That you have these little surprises where things just work sometimes. Let's see, ground. No, not yet, but I'm sure that's coming very soon. All right, so let's get our jetway connected. %95 satisfaction. Very nice, easy flight. And all is good, guys. Pretty cool. There it goes. The switched our Unicom frequency. I hate that. Hopefully Microsoft and Vatsim can figure something out on that, because you don't want to switch your control, especially when you're on Vatsim with a controller. If they call you for anything, if you got to switch it back, it'll be an issue. All right, guys. We are here. Welcome to Boston. We are deboarding. This can come off now. This should be off. Everything here looking good. All right, so let's take a look at Volanta again. So how did we do on this flight? So we come in here. Where's our JetBlue flight 518? And here's our track. And they also got this 3D thing that they do. Let's see if I could do it here. Yeah, here it goes. So you got this 3D thing. You kind of go sideways. You can see, you know, the climb. From far, it doesn't make any sense. Well, not doesn't make any sense, but you can't really see much. But if you zoom in, you know, you can see here how you took off, right? Your climb. So that's pretty cool. They have this, let me see if they show it here, where they have the, oh, they don't show it, but they show like the ground and also your altitude. So that's pretty cool. I thought this was happening here, but I don't see it now. So again, pretty dope, guys. Real cool. I love how smooth it is. I think that's one of the biggest things for me that I like. A lot of these stuff with a lot of information. Oh, here it is. There, it's showing it. Oh no, this is different. This is something else. This is different. Oh, here it is, the elevation. It's all messed up now, but this will show you elevation, you know, and also the ground elevation as well. Here's our descent, which doesn't seem right. That's definitely not right. We didn't descend that fast. It was more like this here. So again, you can see that. So came up, descended real quick. Again, obviously all screwed up, but I'm sure they're working very heavily to get this where it needs to be. I think in the future there's going to be like a pay service for this, so that you might see some of that. some new features come out. Right now it's completely free, but the way they're wording it, it looks like there's going to be like a pay feature in the future. So looking forward to that. So definitely check it out, guys. Volanta, pretty cool, by ORBX. These guys are the ones that are behind this, so I'm sure they have a lot of great stuff coming our way on this app. So nice. All right, we're completing our deboarding here as we arrive into, oh, there's our Lufthansa 787. Looks like pretty neat. Get a better view this way. We're gonna drone. Nope. There we go. It's pretty nice. Nice screenshot. It's funny how it's weird how, see how it looks, then when you go from like a different view, you might get the lettering. That's a nice aircraft. 787. That's a beautiful thing. I'm not crazy. We just saw the name. Maybe if you go outside of drone view. Yeah, we just saw the name there. We're just not showing now, but okay. Alright, guys, pretty cool flight. Wow, I wish I had the name. I wanted to take a get a picture, but that's not gonna happen. Get a screenshot. Or we could do it like this. Oh, there's always a workaround, guys. You could do something like that. You know, hide their thing. There it is. That's a nice screenshot. We'll take that. Nobody's got to know. All right, pretty cool. Let's get back in here. How are we doing? Our passengers have deplaned. Why is this happening? Oh, there we go. So let's see how we did here on PACX. So coming in here, let's end our flight. All right, we have 54 minutes smooth. 209. I thought it was smoother than that, but that's okay. That damn warning signal. That's annoying. So annoying. That's absolutely parched. So not bad. 42 minutes, guys. A320 flight 518, 144 passengers, 90% satisfaction. Pretty nice. Looking real good. So we'll save that. That one is in the books. Hopefully you enjoyed the flight, guys. It's pretty short. I wish it was a little bit longer. I think it was too short. I felt rushed. I felt so rushed, like we had to just take up, and then next thing you know, no cruise, right back down. So too fast. I'm getting this a lot now too. Brakes are hot. So I don't know why this is coming up so much now. When we barely used our brakes. We used to only after under 60 knots on the arrival there. So I'm not sure why this is happening. That shouldn't be happening like that, unless you use your brakes excessively, which we did not at all. So not sure what the deal is with that. Other than that, guys, we are set. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.